as, I mean, I don't even know what these guys can do at this point that they haven't done yet. It is just, it's all about willpower now.
Yes.
Do you want to win? Who wants it more? And can you just stay alive? And we're going to sort it all out on Miramar, which is arguably one of the favorite maps of all these teams.
I love Cheese, but seeing him back behind the players for the final match is something
I'm sure he likes being there too.
Even more. I love the points that we have brought up on the desk here coming into this match about all the implications of what happens should Falcons go out. Is it worthwhile? Seemingly long con plan for Liquid to try and go out and bring them down with them now that they're in the lead for the club championship. One thing that I want to add to that conversation is Virtus.pro are very much in the hunt for club championship as well, and they're in the grand finals already. So yes, Liquid playing from ahead could go down and trying to pull them down with them, but you have a team that's already in that needs Falcons to go out with nothing to be able to make that happen. So maybe the call from up high is on the shoulders of VP, not Team Liquid. We'll see what's going to happen here as the players have taken to the sky. It's an Eastern plane once more here on Miramar.
Well, I guarantee you those Team Liquid players don't give a damn about that club championship right now. All they want to do is collect as many points as possible and get themselves into this grand final, a spot they feel, and many feel, that they deserve, that they have been, it's just been a little bit of a rough sled so far this year, but they can turn that all around here with a big performance in the final game, clutch it out.
You know what I'm seeing that I haven't seen at all between these groups just yet? TD Team. They're scared of Virtus.pro. I don't know if Scoom came over to them and said, guys, we have been sharing Las Leones so far. It's been fun, but come here now, and we're going for you. Same thing down towards South Falcons.
Falcons
to play it safe, and what a blessing from an Ultra down here towards the south as they get the southern shift.
No, that is absolutely huge for Falcons. You could tell they know that they're right on the cusp. They know that they are a target, and they are going to avoid any early game shenanigans. But unfortunately for Sharper and for Change the Game has definitely changed their game so far here today. And Sharper Esports, they still have a shot, but they need something huge here in the final. But starting things off with a big kill, that could get the ball rolling.
Huge starts in the early game, but how much do you dare sprint downhill to Porto Paraiso and get a couple of kills? Potentially taking casualty as well. But Jedi, I will hold my tongue as he continues to perform. Ares falls here. Hangtu just exactly, or Hangyi I should say, just exactly got back on his feet. And here we go. Commitment all the way through, they know. I mean, there's really nothing to lose at this point. All you can do is make top 16, or you go home.
Absolutely not. Yep. And they will go ahead and send it on over. Thunder's already in here with the Panzer Faust. Does he know he's
back
there?
Wall? Close wall? Instantly?
Oh, nice. Okay, there you go. Easy peasy. 2 points picked up for Sharper. Well, they're going to need a lot more than that, but that's a great way to start.
Definitely. It comes slow to kick things off, but for Change the Game, they still have Wenbo on play. You cannot be taken lightly in this one alongside Chan Chan. Two of the leaders of the operation here on this Chinese roster. As we hop on over to Falcons again, jumped far down towards the south, opting to split west. Now they're only now getting loot. Atrin is running into this barn with nothing. 3 minutes in, so they've been playing it safe. They're coming in towards the western side, and you know what's great about this split? If you are to take a look at the map as well, of course, if you don't have it up, keep it up, or get it up, I should say. Having such an eastern plane, they know that no one's going to be rapping on them, at least for the next 5-7 minutes. No one's going to be playing all the way restaurant. Rock might do it late.
Absolutely nothing there for King.
I mean, hey, he's literally flying with no loot. He is flying around. He saw a glider, went into it. He has yet to pick up a weapon. But again, as I'm saying, the plane was so far towards the east that there's no one on their side of the circle, at least for the next couple of minutes, and they're well aware of it.
I mean, I like that, though. Prioritize the glider. Get yourself somebody up in the air.
Yes.
And make sure that once you do get looted, you can at least kind of keep track of what's going on around you. And we'll see if they continue to use that strategy here. As you said, there's just nothing but space for them over here on this southeastern side for the time being. And I'll be honest with you, I don't even know if anybody will really even think about wrapping this far down. It looks like Team Liquid, though, they very quickly finished their looting up in Hacienda.
Now, there is a tale that is told time and time again at PUBG tournaments, and that is if NA is good at one thing, that is eliminating other NA teams. And as soon as I saw Liquid driving over the power grid plateau, I was thinking, hard Western rap. Liquid goes out, Falcons fall alongside them, and just like that, we're back to the true, tried and tested NA cannibalizing their region.
Unfortunately, it quite often is a tale as old as time. But,
they should be cutting in earlier. You have to imagine.
Well, we hope. we hope. Well,
they're still going west.
They are. They still. I imagine that they still have some looting left to do because they were on the move really quickly.
Yes.
After dropping there in Hacienda, but we see them spotting up and getting a few more vehicles here. Meanwhile, FM Pantheon still desperately trying to hold on to their spot, or not hold on to their spot, trying to catch their spot. Trying to catch Falcons, trying to catch Gen.G. Coming in from that.
Safe.
Yeah, you're fine.
Style points.
You're good. Okay. Coming in
we
from
lift
that.
the sign like the 10 out of 10 as a jury on like the Olympics.
Give him a 6.
A 6? He didn't stick the landing?
Nah,
fair enough. Those are a little bumpy.
Wheels, nothing.
Continue as you were saying.
I'm sorry about that, but yeah, no, they're coming in from that northeastern side where they fortunately do have a lot of real estate available, and if they decide to keep kind of hugging the coast and playing around Puerto, or if they decide to go a little bit cut closer to Los Leones, those high cliffs to the southeast of Los Leones still wide open right now.
Definitely.
That's definitely a place that I think that they might consider playing.
I mean, and while America's as good at taking out one another, you have a very good likelihood that the first opponent FM Pantheon will be seeing is in fact DN Freaks, so could be getting scary early on here as well. Two other teams that have been doing nothing but getting into skirmishes in the early game. There's Gen.G and GK. There's a reason GK is down the leaderboard, because while they've been fighting early, they've been on the losing end of the vast majority of those. And here we go once more. It's literally miles outside the circle, and they don't seem too entangled right now. As a matter of fact, Diffex is far off towards the south. PUDD is miles up towards the north. There is no good reason for GK to be doing this.
Well, and to be honest,
get out of here.
No good reason really for Gen.G to be doing this either. I mean, this is kind of the same situation they were in this last game with Liquid.
True.
You know, we're outside of the zone. We've still got a lot on the line here. Let's not get caught up in some in ridiculous early game fight. Even if we do need the points, let's try to survive a little bit later and get them there.
But at least for Gen.G, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. They only saw one vehicle.
Sure.
It was completely alone. So in that case, 4 guys waiting, maybe even fully actually set up one ambush.
Yeah.
One car comes in, you take shots at it. It makes perfect sense.
If you get it, you get it. You don't, you don't.
Exactly. We got to see the golden triangles, the keys just before as well. By the end of this game, 8 of them will be crushed. And right now, well, I would say 5 or 6 of them we already know who it's going to be, but there are still some change-ups that could definitely take place here. Not everything is set as stone, but it will be just 20-some minutes from now.
Somebody's going to get their heart broken at this one.
Oh, yes.
You just know it. You just feel it, that somebody is going to end up going out that they thought they were secure. It looks like FM Pantheon have made their way into the zone, and they have cut very close there to DN Freaks, and so much so that they're trading shots back and forth, but nothing too serious just yet, it seems.
I hate that it brings a smile on my face, and this could not have been timed any better. Liquid are wrapping full west on this.
Oh yeah.
There is no way at this point I feel like they don't come down coastline wrapping. I mean, do they maybe go in over land? Now, they're going to hear the Twisted Minds vehicles in just a moment. You can't see it here, but if you have the map open, you can see that Twisted Minds is wrapping just on their eastern side. They should be hearing and seeing one another real soon, especially when we're delaying the rotation with cars driving into one another.
And they've left Luke in that high ground on Chumacera, so they are Team Liquid currently not even a full 4-man squad, so they do run into Twisted Minds. And yeah, you can see Twisted starting to steer their vehicles over in this direction, trying to get into a favorable spot here if they are going to take that high ground, if they're going to take this fight. And they're stopping And you hear the shots already coming out from Alo. I think he spotted out Batulins.
Yep, they better know. Sparking and Luke stopped on the opposite side of the valley here, trying to give the info across.
Well, now they're on
Liquid,
5
and now they have to make a leap as fast as can be. As you say, they're on 5 coming in this side of the circle too. Liquid has everything to lose. I mean, very similar situation to what we saw with Gen.G in the previous game. You don't know everything that's happening around you. This is a fight you're going into at a disadvantage if you opt to engage in it. So much wiser to disengage and make your way towards the circle instead.
Falcons kind of spreading out a little bit on that southwestern coast. And they're going to be starting to hear these vehicles from Twisted Minds, from Team Liquid, starting to come in from their west. It looks like BBT might have an angle onto H1, so that might force Falcons to reposition once again. As you see a number of teams, so much space up to the north. If this hard shifts north, Toby, this is going to be
a lost ending.
Brutal. Okay,
this is even worse.
That is a lot of water. That is a lot of unplayable area, and you see everybody already in their vehicles on the move. Once again, Sharper Esports in the dead center. FN Pocheon about to join them.
It's a race along the coastline to try and claim what little real estate there's available here. TD team, a team that needs everything going their way to qualify. They're going to be sat circle center. They have Sharper Esports next to them. Now Falcons are wrapping the southern side, trailed by Team Liquid. Issue is Liquid are running into Twisted Minds once again, and behind them are T5. So if Liquid and Twisted Minds don't get out of this traffic jam very soon, this could be trouble, and now they know exactly who's here. Sparking, first to fall in a situation where Liquid could not afford to take casualties.
Knocked and flushed as well. Purdy Curdy will at least grab his chip, and they'll start trying to get on the move once again, but yeah, he was able to grab it. It looked like he was able to get to the box, and they're going to move back once again. They're going to try to escape by retreating west, but unfortunately, Theraton 5 is coming in at the exact moment.
You have Rock joining in just a minute's time as well, depending on how they opt to path it. Purdy has to go down in the water. Not sure if his tire was popped, but Alo's going to try and come for him, but he gets stuck on a stone. Everything that could possibly go against Liquid is doing it right now. In the meantime, FN Ponchon taking casualties as well. They too are trying to fight their way on in, as Alo is risking absolutely everything to save Purdy. Good thing for him, Lou has to reload. You need to get out of here as fast as you possibly can. Come on, Alo, get out of this
5.
beat. Get off this shoreline as fast as you can, but here they come. On the backside, Luke, though, able to get the double.
What a huge double knock from Luke 12. He does get it down in the end to Ranger X, and now Liquid in absolute shambles on the coast. They've got Patampong right underneath. Alo will try to go for the push, but he's already low. Patampong will win that 1v1. It's all down to Purdy Curdy, and he goes down. Team Liquid is eliminated from the Esports World Cup.
What a horrible turn of events, from running into each other earlier on to then meet down here in the crossroads once again. And all you can do if you're Falcons sat on the inside of this is wait and go, oh, I'm glad we didn't have to deal with any of that, because that looked chaotic, and it sure as hell was.
Unbelievable. The series of events that led up to Liquid going out early. It's just everything that could have gone wrong went wrong.
Oh, yes.
As we see Twisted Minds now, they know that Theradon 5 is back there as well. And they will scrap with each other. Currently both in second and third place, so they are comfortable. No need to really worry about one of them qualifying. Falcons, they're going to go ahead and leave everything that's going on to the west off to their own devices, and they will continue to make their way into the circle.
And a little bit of a breath of relief for both Falcons and Gen.G. One team on the hunt out of the equation, upping their odds drastically of qualifying through to the grand finals. New circle's going to pop in just 10 seconds time as Kickstart this time round with weapon in hand.
There you go.
Able to take to the sky once more and scout forward, see where his teammates can go shoot this circle, which we would assume go further towards the east. We're staying coastal.
Wow, we're still staying coastal.
This is insane.
Still so much unplayable area. And look at it. Okay, FN Pocheon, that's the next team that we have to keep an eye on, holding the northern side of that circle. They're going to see Gen.G make their way past. Gen.G under fire from Geek and from FN.
Yeah.
This is really rough sledding for them. They cannot afford to lose a tire. They don't want to lose any players, as Bean will try to heal himself up.
And where do you opt to stop, right? You have a shack here. Is that really what you're committing to? Hoping that things go your way. You know the next circle is going to go inland, so you got 2 circles for free, but now the compound up above you starts shooting at you as well. That's Sharper Esports able to find Orca. Big loss here early on, and there should be no way they're able to get him back up alive.
Nope. Jedi will finish that one off as well. Sharper Esports, they've got a long way to go. It's going to take almost I hesitate to say
another 14
miracle.
kills and a win.
It would be an absolute miracle for Sharper if they're able to pull this off.
Yep.
But they've started off so far so good. But
True.
FN Potion still holding down that north side. Geeke starting to stretch out along that coastal side on the east as TDT now starting to push into Virtus.pro.
And it's Virtus.pro who wants to deal with TDT. Again, they both land and loot Los Leones. They don't want to have to deal with them in the grand finals. My eyes, though, for now are down towards the southern side. Falcons has what seems to be set up a camp. Outside circle, and Twisted Minds is a couple of 100 meters away from springing that trap. It's going to happen anytime now. But Tulins, mid-air, is potentially going to do a glider battle with Kickstart while the remaining team opts to drive forward. You know what? I think he saw them. They're diverting. They're going north inland.
I wonder,
Tulins might have called that.
I wonder if Kickstart actually saw Twisted coming out, and that's why this camp was set up, as Gen.G will push in to change the game. They find Tian, and now Wenbo is the last one alive in this longhouse. They've got they managed to get the res on a Hangi, but he's out in the blue on the north side of Puerto, so there's no one here to help Wembo as this push comes through.
Not at all. Divix now looking down in this direction as well, and what worse could be
they get Batu.
Gen.G to fall. If that's the case, they get Batu out of the vehicle, but Twisted Minds are collapsing on this. They're collapsing on this fight down towards the coastline.
Oh, so many influential fights going on right now. As we see Falcons, the Kickstart will send his vehicle into the water. As Batu will get flushed out. Tickleton goes for the high ground. And now Team Falcons just play in the walls. They know that they've got to win this fight. They cannot afford to lose a man.
Again, Club Championship points on the line, and between 2 of the biggest local orcs, this would be huge for Twisted Minds to take out Falcons, but it's not looking that way right now. Strimsy able to get the first one down. Twisted Minds already lost Batulin, so it's just the 2 of Example and Lou trying to fend off the entirety of Team Falcons.
Rosa for Strimsy going to be huge here, as Example now the last player left alive. As we see, Rock will get eliminated by Petrichor Road, but all this is happening in the blue. As you said, you can see how hard it's ticking. Example, we'll see if he can maybe get at least 1 point off of this, but this fight may have just secured Falcons a spot in the grand final. They get them finished off.
Very well could. They get their 4th kill, but look at their health. They have nothing to work with. Good thing for them is Twisted Minds actually looted this game, so sprint out, get as much as you can, and get inside this next circle. But as I said, H-Win down to blue. Once again, they have 2 players down, I believe, with it. Phase 4, you can't heal through it unless you got a jammer pack. So we'll see now what's going to happen as Bean pushes on forward, finds himself 1 more point. They fight down at the edge, down at the bottom of the leaderboard. Goes continuing.
Gen.G trying to collect more points, and right now Toyo is sweating as they watch this happen right in front of their faces in real time. Nixie is down as Virtus.pro trading shots and trading knocks with TD Team, and there you go, TD Team goes down, and it is not going to be enough to get them into the top 16.
Exactly. F and Punch on, unless if something miraculous happens down the bottom of the leaderboard. The last team with a chance to upset the grand final standings, as we see here. All Gamers Global wanting to push up, wanting to dismantle Virtus.pro, of course, a fight for pride, at least for now, as Himas runs on forward. Nixie shuts him down. Haisagi able to spot the vehicle rotating across the road with Lookerux going down to Lloyd. He can't get out of the car and will be taken down.
Look at the kill feed lighting up like a Christmas tree. While all this is happening, FN Potion are down to just Zenith and Americano. They got a duo, and they still have, how many points do they need to get into 16th place? They are at 59 right now. You can see Gen.G holding on at 63. I think they need at least 61, 62 to get in there. But regardless, they're working as a duo. They've got Freaks just off to their west in the same compound. But whatever they need to do, they're going to have to do it with only 2 men going forward.
Toyo is at 62 points.
Okay.
So that will be the tie set with them. We'll see if they can do it. 3 more points for FN would get them in a tie, potentially qualification. They're close to placement points now as well. Especially with how fast these teams are getting eliminated. They are getting closer and closer to placement points, but they're on the very northern edge of the circle. The odds of that compound being inside next circle is close to none.
And then don't forget, you still a long shot by all means, but Sharper Esports dead center circle with all 4 players still alive. They could force people to sweat just a little bit more, but right now all eyes have to be on FN Potion. And Falcons, I think they have lost H-Win, but I think they've secured their spot. I think they're comfortable at this point. Gen.G would love a few more points just to be sure.
Yes, definitely. My eyes again up towards FN Potion. They are making the rotation of a lifetime right now. Americano in vehicle,
right
instantly getting shot at by Sharper as well as we go over to destroy. Now here we are, Americano. All you got to do is somehow get inside the circle, prone down, wait things out again, because there's so many fights happening around them that placement points are almost guaranteed if you can survive this next circle come through.
And meanwhile, BB team, it was going to be a super long shot for them too, and it looks like they are about to get taken down by Petrichor Road and Virtus.pro as Americano will survive for right now. Now Zenith is still back in the compound on the north.
Yes.
So they have split up. They like their odds better by going forward as 2 singles. Still first will try to get the res onto Bestalosh, and BB team's tournament hopes may be dashed here very quickly.
Reigning PGS champions have had nothing but trouble trying to make something happen today and on their day 1, and here comes Virtus.pro, their fellow EMEA team, and trying to shut down what remaining hopes they had of making grand finals here at Esports World Cup.
Virtus.pro starting to earn themselves a reputation as dream killers.
Definitely.
We see Zenith will get popped by Rosseted, so all of FN Potion's hopes are put on the shoulders of Americano, and he is getting swarmed right now by Geek-K, as Diffix will be the first one to take a shot, and there you go, FN Potion is out. So they will not make it, and Toyo can breathe a sigh of relief.
I don't like to see myself as a biased caster, but with how much adversity they had to fight through in order to be a double subs on the day, you have to imagine had Rex been here, they would have been through. But that's the difference in one player playing or not, potentially. Of course, we don't know what would have happened, but nonetheless, FN Potion will fall 3 points short of qualification. And for now, Toyo is somehow in as we hop down to SP with FN Freaks just completely dismantling them. They are now out of this game, and what's unlikely continues to become more and more impossible. Now we look at BB Team and Geek-K, and I can't even do the math if that's even theoretically possible, but if we are to try and remain with any sort of hope in this for an exciting final, then BB, Geek-K, it's up to you to somehow change what will be the 16 teams in the grand finals.
I tell you what, though, if nothing else, a number of our teams that were favorites coming in that maybe kind of under-delivered on the first day have definitely found their footing here on their second day of play. DN Freaks definitely looking a little bit stronger here today than they were on day number 1. Petrichor Road also in the same boat as they now lose Ike's left. Salute going to find him from range, and Geek-K still have 3 alive. They're still causing problems here on the western or eastern side rather, but the circle is going to shift back over towards the west, falls right on top of Bestalosh and Phil first.
Yep. Falcons able to find one of BB, just making what Cinderella story we had lined up from the bottom of the leaderboard from impossible to, well, I don't know what goes beyond that, but nonetheless.
That slipper didn't fit, unfortunately.
Exactly. Exactly. And I think while there's probably not smiles on the faces of Falcons, because they too wish they had had a better performance through groups, at least a bit of a sigh of relief that they are through to the grand finals as Salute falls down. Quissy able to find one. Heaven now taken down by Ike's left as well.
Petrichor Road playing a little bit of tower defense with Mr. Ming Ming, and Ike's left. Chewy off to the right will spot out Human, and now it's all down to deal for the Freaks, but all is pretty comfortable for the rest of them. They are secure in that grand final as Petrichor Road now just playing a little bit of cleanup.
Yep, deal. Hands are in hand. Knows that Churi's around the corner somewhere. We'll see if he makes something happen with the big boomstick in hand. As he peeks around. Boom.
There it is.
Counterplay? None.
Counterplay. She doesn't go to this school.
Nah. Yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that here. Deal will receive a nade in return, though. Steps out the door. Instantly met by Ming-Ming, though. Nice 1-2 push. Petrichor up to 11 kills. I mean, they're just playing cleanup duty in this lobby right now. We'll see if maybe GK can do something to take down this Chinese powerhouse.
Yeah, let's see what you got, GK. It's been a long, hard road so far during these group stages, but you can at least come here and find a little bit of something to hang your hat on if you take this 3v2 with Petrichor Road. While BB team does get eliminated in the end, as Falcons now taking over all of that center zone. Got to give a lot of credit to Falcons. They were in a very, very sweaty situation here going into this final game, but they did exactly what they needed to do, and they clutched up in a big way.
Exactly. I mean, blessed with the southern shifts, no doubt, because they all dropped. They have to be. I mean, they were forced down towards that southern side, right, alongside other teams that had everything to fight for. Lucky to have the circle come to them, and then, of course, the ones in the losing end of it, Liquid and the likes. Tough rotations for them to make something happen. GK down and out they go. Gen.G, Falcons, Petrichor Road fighting for a participation trophy here in the last 3 teams up for the group stages at EWC.
Well, you know what? I'm going to take it as a little bit more than that, though. Okay. You've got 2 teams here in Gen.G and Falcons that came into this game tied at 61 points.
True.
On the cut line.
True.
Knowing that they needed to have a big performance here in the final game.
Yes.
And they absolutely clutched it out. They did exactly what they needed to do. Now, Gen.G only sitting on 2 kills, but now they're in the top 3 with 3 alive and eyes on a win here to secure that spot. But that is great for the confidence going into that grand final.
And to add on top of that, I mean, as they talked about in this, as well, we are used to having a group stage, an off day to catch your breath, to talk things over, and then grand finals. Here we're going straight into it. You know what? Let's get a listen into the boys in green. Falcons, see if they can bring this one home.
Who's the guy in orange? He should have killed one.
I don't know.
Boys, come with me. Just let's go and kill it. Fucking clean setup.
Just looks giga retarded.
Yeah, I know. They're playing like this though. They want to call so bad.
Headpeak can see everything.
I'm just chilling right here. I'm just chilling right here.
Let's
I'm trying to play high ground.
You guys should commit to this trap.
We should keep pushing right
here.
here.
W key the fuck out of them.
Yep.
The double wise windows.
Wait, Para's driving towards us.
They go slow. They should be on your ridge on blues, right?
Yeah, I'm coming to you guys because my ridge is bad.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't see them at all on P.
Should clear from the double white. I agree.
Let's just we have a nice ridge to chill on here, right here.
Until the double white's out, you push. Yep.
Yep.
They have a giga head ridge. They also have orange, bro. It's not in, so we could play a little slow.
Yeah.
You just don't want to be pinched.
He can still be in the double white, not P. Can I repair anything? I have a repair kit.
Yeah, my vest.
X left's still alive, so he'll run it down at you, by the way.
X left and Ming.
Yeah.
Are they griefing? X left's probably in the shack behind us on blue already.
I don't see anything, guys.
Yeah, me either. Full rat.
Matt's got an arm.
You want to just peek this ridge? Just say fuck it.
You guys can walk to green.
I swear I could listen to Falcons comms all day long. Giga ridges, giga
He's running it down. He's running it down.
Everything you could ever hope to hear.
Giga unfiltered in-game comms, and you know what? I'm all for it. I am all for it. That is the raw Falcons. That is the raw Falcons that we get to see here.
Yeah, I'm making a giga push right now.
Definitely are. Giga pushes come through. We'll see if they got the Giga aim. Bean sure does nade right on top of Strimsy. He's shut down instantly as now Tick tries to respond and return. Cake is going to be the one from down low to get the good angle around the ridgeline.
Oh, and while all that was happening, Flame actually was keeping eyes on Petrichor Road. Yep. They thought that they could make an escape from their compound and come in third party this, but Flame in a perfect position to take advantage, as now he is the last player left alive for Gen.G. Falcons will get the Giga Res, and they will come in with 3 strong from the south side. A 3v1v1 for the win.
They needed the bare minimum to stay afloat. They came in and said, no, we want it all. We want to bring it home here on our home turf at EWC. We want to show the world that this was not just a fluke. We are still capable of bringing home good games here at EWC, and well, Falcons have done it here once more, looking to get themselves potentially on a level can will. Make it a 10-kill one.
There you go. Ming Ming taken down by Flame. Falcons, it's all just academic at this point. They know exactly where he is, and they will hold on the top of the hill, wait for him to show himself. But lest you thought that a three-peat was going to be off the table, no, sir. The Falcons with 9 kills now trying to secure the final win here on Miramar.
Is Ming Ming just going to Giga Grief, or is he actually going to try and see if he can play this one out? He's Giga Griefing, at least according to Tick. We'll see if that's going to be the case. Not Flash Lopped on Nova. What are they going to do to try and bring this one? They know where he is. Tick is still holding the Rich line. I'm not sure what the communication is like right now. Other than Giga Griefing, of course.
Of course, yeah. You don't want to give away the free kill, right? Obviously.
True.
You know, Ming Ming, I want to give them anything for free and make them work for it. Here's Tickleton holding the side angle. More utility coming through. Ming Ming will just continue to dance around. His kickstart will just
grief nade.
Just that nade griefed him by going outside of the thing. Ming Ming. Oh my goodness, come on, man. End this thing. We have so much to talk about. And Ming Ming is giga griefing the entire broadcast.
You know what? This is the last scrim he's going to get before Grand Finals. Might as well make something of it as Kickstart peaks over.
I swear if he walks out of the blue right now, I will run out to that stage and strangle that
kid. He gets the med kit off, back to full HP. We get a try once again. Come one by one, give him a chance, and he's now fully flashed, tanking the blue. He's doing what he can here, but Falcons ain't gonna make it easy for him. Headshot now connected. Is he gonna die to blue? Is that what we've been waiting for? And yes! And I can see Poro. He's taking off his headset. He's running towards the stage. And Falcons get themselves the win.
Huge win for the Falcons here. The clutch moment for a team that had so much on the line going into this final game. They did exactly what they needed to do, and they managed to secure their spot in the final as Ike's left. Didn't look happy about
that is the face.
You're good, buddy. You made it.
No. That's the face of a player that always wants more. We talked perfection yesterday. This is a player that has become accustomed to being the best of his region, but he is yet to become the best in the world. He knows that it takes more. He knows that they need to be able to go out and finish games like this one on top. He wants more, and I want to see that same Ike stuff come into the Grand Finals wanting everything he can possibly get.
Absolutely. Well, the fans in the studio love it. We love it. I know the desk loves it, but we have our top 16. We have our Grand Final lobby all set. And as you said, there is no time to rest.
Oh, no.
They've got